Hello, Artesh and Duckzbug, winners of the All-Stars North versus South game. How do you feel?
Great.
Good, yeah, good.
You sound very excited.
Sense the excitement in your voices. Well, we have to talk about the first game. We don't really want to because you kind of let it slip with the South. I don't know what you guys are doing, but first of all, Duckzbug. Rod's calling you out before game, saying you're a one-trick pony with that Draven. You kind of proved him wrong early on, but that level 3 tower dive, what the hell were you doing?
Well, I actually lost my time in one just playing Draven. Like, Jubbly banned it because I just throw so hard on Draven. I just turret dive anything. It's just fun. I was laughing so hard after turret dive.
Yeah, it was such a terrible situation because you were winning the lane, you had them both low, you were ahead on CS, and then Annie went for a dive, he escaped on 10 HP, and then you immediately went for a dive, and you both died to the Thresh, and it was like, what's going on?
Oh, I was laughing so hard when I was running between those areas.
It was the kind of thing where you get yourself in the situation, and then you're like, why am I here?
Well, we didn't want it to be like 4-0, so let it be 4-2.
Make it close.
Make it more interesting, I guess.
And in that mid lane, Artesh, you didn't have the kill potential that you probably wanted on the Lissandra. It just meant that the picking up of the double ignite on you and Hench in that top lane against the double teleport, you didn't manage to sort of take advantage of that early on. Were you struggling and sort of trying to get the kills on the Lissandra, or was the sort of the fact that Elise was camping top lane, putting Hench under the hammer, kind of putting you guys off?
No, I was just scared of their jungler because he's really good, and he always camps mid, and I'm scared of Lissandra too. I'm basically just a pussy.
Well,
but yeah, I mean, to be honest, the game was back and forth all over the shop. Like, you were winning, then they were winning, and you should have seen the goal differences because they were going up and down 2k. It was only when you got to that odd swap for the bot lane inhibitor for the mid lane inhibitor that it started going downhill for you guys, and a couple of those Baron dance fights. But nevertheless, you somehow let the Southern Fairies get away with the game. But you weren't going to let that happen again. All of you got your comfort champions in that second game. Really, I mean, Hench got his Renekton, which is obviously probably his best champion. Druss getting over onto that Lee, which I thought was going to get banned out, but no one decided to ban it. And Dux, we saw you picking up the Lucian, obviously not showing that you're a one-trick pony. So how did you feel going into that second game, playing with a sort of a Zyra Lucian lane?
Well, I wanted Henry to play Annie again, but he really wanted to play Zyra. That's his sort of comfort pick, his support. So I thought, yeah, he'll play it. And I've been playing a lot of Lucian recently. Like, I don't play Draven at the moment, I just thought it'd be good for the stream. Sivir, Lucian, both very fun.
Yeah, I mean, you did a good job. I mean, Dross got some really good ganks out down there. A couple of scary times, though, that Elise wandered into the lane and picked off Henry really quickly, doing an intense amount of damage. But after that dragon fight, I mean, you guys were behind for a bit, but Artesh, it was all about you that game. That entire game was Ziggs.
that was some god tier Ziggs play, I must admit.
Where do I even start with it? This is how I saw it. After that dragon fight, you picked up a couple of kills there. You kind of started snowballing, and then with some godlike satchel charges, I don't even know how you managed them. They were unbelievable. You managed to stop. I don't know if you noticed at the dragon fight, you actually managed to stop Pedrilion's ult hitting anyone because you killed him before it landed. With a satchel charge, which was really good. And it meant that they started to focus you solely. I don't know if you saw when they turned through that middle inhibitor, everyone thought, kill Artesh.
Yeah, there was like three people on me.
It kind of left Duckzbug to be in the back line and just pick up the kills with the damage that he was providing. And really, you turned the entire game round.
Thank you for that compliment.
Me and Munch were sort of shouting your praises,
like worshipping you on the stream. We're like, when you did such a charge on the Malphite ultimate, I was like, oh my god, we have a new religion. It's like, and then immediately in the bot lane a little bit later on, you set your charge to Boomerang Blade when you were on like 10 HP as well. It was like, oh my days, it was just glorious. It was pretty incredible. Yeah, definitely, and you definitely did. Yeah.
I mean, you were hovering over TF at the start, and obviously you used to play a lot of TF when he was sort of fit into this current meta. I mean, Ziggs has only just become popular again because he hasn't been changed really since he got released too much. I mean, he's pretty much the same champion he was when he got released. He's one of those only champions. He was like a sleeper OP. Why do you think he's become more potent? Is it because of the rise of the melee assassins in the mid lane?
Well, because of his wave clear, I think, mainly. And he just defends himself really well. He's really hard to kill with his satchel. He's really hard to siege against. He's really good to siege with. And the meta is a siege meta right now, if I'm not mistaken.
I would agree. Yeah. The tower dive siege meta seems to be where it's at. It's all about taking those towers, and they don't provide the same snowball potential, but the map pressure that they provide is ever more so important now that the games are sort of stretching onto 40 minutes.
Yeah, I definitely feel like you're right. It is more of a siege meta just because the sort of assassin meta that was coming on like at the end of season 3. Now that it's harder to sort of snowball those advantages, it's much better to play that slow game, play that tower and that objective game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, really, you did the North proud, guys. Really proud of you.
Definitely.
You know, stuffed it to the South and took away a sort of a 3-2 victory over them. I was biting my teeth when you were about 2k goal behind in the mid game, but then when hashtag things Artesh does, just smashed it. Really, really good. Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to wrap it up here, guys.
Can I just do a shout out?
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah,
of course.
definitely. Yeah.
You guys got anything to say and shout out? Go for it.
Yeah,
Now.
can I shout out to Kelv? He was like so close to being the AD carry instead of me, so just gonna say.
Yeah, is that Cool Kel from Manchester?
Yeah, go Kelv.
Yeah, Cool Kel from Manchester. What a great guy. He's been playing the Super 8 for ages. He actually pointed out that I was saying Henry's name wrong halfway through the stream. I was saying Henry's or something like that, and he said
Well,
it's...
yeah.
But yeah, you
Can I give a shout
out.
out?
Of course you can.
To my brother. Hi.
That's cute. I wouldn't expect anything less from you, Artesh. Hashtag things Artesh does. Anyway, guys, it's been absolutely wonderful to have you here. We're going to wrap the stream up. I've been Scoundrel, joining you for the last couple of games and casting alongside with Munch and Soddit. I'm sure they'll say their goodbyes too.
Yeah.
Yep. So long, guys, and obviously we'll hopefully be returning sometime after Christmas now, won't we?
Yeah, in the new season, I believe. And just want to give a shout out to my Twitter and stuff, if that's okay. I guess you guys do too. If you do enjoy our casting, please do follow us. My Twitter is at MunchablesLol. I'll put it in the chat in a minute, and if you guys want to plug your Twitters as well.
I don't really use Twitter too much, guys, but if you do fancy following me, I'm at Scoundrel, pretty easy to remember. I need to just let you guys know about the Null. If you want to get involved or you've been enjoying watching the stream, you can go to www.thenull.com and register your interest. You can also go to facebook.com/thenulluk or the YouTube page, which is youtube.com/thenulluk too. Soddit, if you want to go ahead.
Yeah, and my Twitter, mainly on LoL and other just random stuff, is at Stephen JC Buckley. Simple as that, really.
Yeah, and also if you do check out the Newell YouTube page, we do now have all of the VODs from season 3, so you can check out all the previous games in between our Christmas break, so you don't have to miss the Newell while we're on our break. You can still watch our games.
And guys, we will be having a top 5 played video coming out soon, hopefully, as well as all the VODs from the North versus South. But to wrap up, guys, North smashed the Southern Fairies. Cheers.
And see you later, guys.